It was Buddha's birthday on Monday, but in the land where once millions followed the path of the Prince of Wisdom just a millennium ago, those who erased his name and message from history were back at work, flaunting their evil, while hundreds of millions of Buddhists from Sri Lanka and India to Japan and his birthplace Nepal were celebrating Buddha Jayanti, or Buddha Purnima, set against the full moon of May. Islamic suicide bombers rained terror on Kabul, Afghanistan, killing 25 and wounding scores more. The dead included 9 of Afghanistan's brightest journalists. Almost 2 decades ago, another group of such evil men blew up the Bahmian Buddhists who erased the last symbols and memories of Buddhism in what is today Afghanistan and Pakistan. 1,000 years ago, Lord Buddha's thoughts and deeds governed India from Sindh in the southwest to Punjab in the north and the Pashtun regions known as Gandhara. Then came the Islamic invasions and, today, the only Buddhist one runs into in these two countries are diplomats, not citizens. The mass murder carried out by the jihadi terrorists on Monday was in sharp contrast to the teachings of the man on whose birthday they chose to carry out their killing. Siddhartha Gautama, Buddha's real name, was born at Prince in Lumbini, near the border of Nepal and India, about 2,600 years ago. At the age of 29, this prince left his palace to meet his subjects where he saw the desperately sick and poor. Having nothing to offer them, Siddhartha left his palace, abandoned his privileges, and disappeared in a nearby town where he took to the streets, begging for alms. For the next 6 years, the prince intermingled with meditation teachers and mastered their techniques, discovering the mind's potential in shaping oneself and the environment. In a place called Bodh Gaya, he went into meditation to understand the mind's true nature and how it could benefit all beings. 6 days later, it is said he reached enlightenment on the full moon morning of May, a week before he turned 35. Today in the West, Buddhism is merely an oriental sculpture to adorn their front manicured lawns, forgetting Buddha was of Indian ancestry and best captured by the bronze statue of him as the fasting Buddha, forgotten also as Buddha's legacy as the founder of a religion that had no place for the divine, God or Allah, and perhaps the first to draw a line between state and religion. The late Sri Lankan Buddhist monk and scholar K. Sri Dhammananda wrote, while recognizing the usefulness of separating religion from politics and the limitations of political systems in bringing about peace and happiness, there are several aspects of the Buddhist teaching which have close correspondence to the political arrangements of the present day. When religion is used to pander to political whims, it has to forego its high moral ideals and become debased by worldly political demands. The thrust of the Buddha Dhamma is not directed to the creation of new political institutions and establishing political arrangements. Dhammananda quotes Buddha, "The victor breeds hatred, the defeated lives in misery. He who renounces both victory and defeat is happy and peaceful." Not only did the Buddha teach non-violence and peace, he was perhaps the first and only religious teacher who went to the battlefield personally, to prevent the outbreak of a war. Where have you gone, Lord Buddha? The streets of Toronto and Kabul long for you.